Dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we have AFM Guru Mr. Sunil Bhandari along with us. So welcome sir.
Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to be on your YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to the interview.
So welcome sir.
Thank you.
So it's a huge opportunity for me to hear with you, and thank you for coming. So I
Pleasure.
want to know about your ACCA journey, sir.
Okay, well, my ACCA Journey as a tutor, I would say, because I originally qualified as a ICAW. ACCA Journey started really back in 1992.
So you choose ACCA, and why you choose ACCA?
Okay, ACCA is a true global qualification. It's a true global association. Students from, like I said, everywhere, all over the world. And for that reason, you know, especially now, I'm talking in the recent past more than anything else, since going online, you want to access the global market. And that's really, but in the old days, if you compared it previously, when you were here face to face, you know, I was teaching in a place called Birmingham, which is the second city of the UK, and I was teaching only there. So I would only have students really coming from that local, you know, called the West Midlands. Now I've got students on a global base. As regarding India, yes, I'm not an expert on the Indian market. I won't say that. What I would say is that I've got a lot of people on LinkedIn who follow me on. I'm from India, and I get a good couple of students from India. I think India's a hugely growing market, though the students are split wide across what it's going to be. There are lots of places in this country, lots, as you would know.
Yeah. So, what's to say ACCA future in India in upcoming time?
I think it's a hugely growing market. I think it will continue to grow. I think if the ACCA are invested in understanding, lots of time, lots of money into this. A lot of resources have gone in, continue to grow. I mean, if you look at the growing markets, this must be, I don't know exactly, I'm not part of the ACCA hierarchy, but it must be one of the fastest growing markets. It must be one of the fastest growing. I can't even, China would also be part of that, I would think. But I think this is the one that's really, really growing, isn't it?
Okay. So, as you are in UK, so what are the job opportunities ACCA in UK?
Okay, I mean, there are lots of job opportunities in the UK, qualified ACCA, for sure, I would agree. There's no doubt about that. As regarding students or qualified from abroad coming in, that's just a UK immigration issue rather than an issue about the idea of whether it's still recognised. ACCA very, very highly recognised in the UK. If I look at some of my alumni and I see where they are, FDs, CFOs, managing directors of companies, that tells you everything. That just tells you everything. It's very, very well recognised, both in the industry. I mean, you've got people who are senior partners of the big four who are ACCA, FCCA, so, FCCA. So you've got it really, really.
Okay. So, if any student is going to UK, like in India, there is a trend that students are moving abroad, right?
Yeah.
So, if any student is moving to abroad after their graduation and they just do ACCA only, so is there any other requirement that they have to complete any other professional qualification to get a good high-paying skill job, or ACCA would be enough for them?
ACCA, along with the relevant experience.
Relevant experience.
They have to have the experience. There's no doubt about that. They have to complete their practical experience records and then make sure they're a full member. And then obviously then there's the immigration rules. That's totally separate. The immigration rules are totally separate too. If you're talking about a situation whereby an ACCA student who is qualified anywhere in the world with the relevant experience, if they could, he could permit you going to the UK, as long as the immigration rules are met. There are roles there. Whether there are, I don't know what the recruitment market looks like at the moment in the UK. That's not my field. My field is to get people to qualify in my kind.
Okay. If we talk about the job opportunities of ACCA apart from UK, which countries are apart from the UK in your list?
From if I look at where they come from, my base, I look at the student base.
Yeah.
We get students from Australia, New Zealand, Far East, India, Middle East, a lot from Europe. There's no doubt. A lot from UK, the Ireland, Caribbean, America, etc. I understand now America is now the US. The US and the Americas market is now starting to open up a little bit. So where ACCA here has competed against CA, and you know will know more about that than me. In America and Canada, it will be ACCA versus, or in comparison to CPO.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's starting now to become, and there's a lot of subcontinent people who go to America.
Okay.
So therefore, I would look to do ACCA.
So, as you mentioned, US, America in your list. So, as I'm not that much experienced like you, right? So, like it's true that in America, ACCA will be having its little scope in coming future because but as per my knowledge, in USA, CPA was more famous.
That's true. But then that's also true that in India, CA has been terrific and has been number one. And now ACCA is growing. And it's a growing market. And I think if you look at what I think will happen in America, I think the same will happen. That CPA has been the number one. There's no doubt about that. But ACCA will come in and it will offer an alternative qualification to those people who want to do and become a qualified accountant. And ACCA is a global qualifier. That's the big feature of it. Whether you're sitting in, my town, my hometown, will have to do an exam, or what you're doing you're in Chandigarh.
Yeah.
You're sitting the same exam.
Same exam, right?
Yeah. At the same standard.
Right. So, now talking about the exams. What tips you would like to give your student, AFM student or any other ACCA student while preparing for their ACCA exams?
Okay. I'll put first of all to one side the idea of what is going to be courses. Well, I'll leave that to one side. Any student who wants to qualify has to have a very clear-cut plan of how they're going to go through the learning phase, how they're going to go through the revision phase, and how they're going to make sure they do mock exams. You've got to have those three phases. When you do that through self-study, class, online, you've got to have that. Secondly, you've got to make sure that it is difficult to serve, as I say, three masters, right? You have to work if you're working, and then you're going to have to study. But also have some social time, like I said. You've got to get that balance correct. Right? And what happens, the closer you get to the exams, the more you put the study time on the list. The third thing then is about resources and courses. I call it resources and courses before I call it, right? If you can resource a course, and I run online courses, and everybody knows, I also run some free material, in YouTube and LinkedIn, my blog. But if you can resource a course, it's far more efficient and far more effective. I always say this: can you ask a book a question? No, you can ask a tutor. You can ask a tutor. You can't ask the question. These people are marching around the swords. All these are experts, PhDs in their paper.
Yeah.
What that gives you is, it means, no, you're getting the expert going. People want to be efficient and effective. So, it's about resource. Sometimes that resource will be, I've got to use free material. Fine. Study up. So, but the resource are cool. You're much more efficient. You're much more effective.
Yeah, that's true because when we need any guidance, we might be understanding the concept in a wrong way without any tutor set.
Yeah.
We might be just cramming the answer. That could be the case. So
when you apply, when you learn to drive, You go to somebody who's going to show you how to learn to drive.
Yeah,
You don't
that-
actually jump into a car and say, oh, I've just read a book here. I think I know how to learn to
Yeah,
drive.
that's
What you do is you go to an expert and say, can you show me how to drive? And then you follow that
guidance.
So, and that to me is what's happening under with ACCA. And now under the CBE exam and with the professional skills at the height, it's going even more important to guidance. You know, if I dumb down syllabus, one of the areas that is really put to get marks on is the accuracy. Now, I think it's really hard for us to just learn that from a set of a term. For a tutor can show the qualities and how to go. I can show exactly how to go. It's very. So, like I say, think about driving. You would not just read a book and drive a car. So why would you expect to see that?
Yeah.
You know, it's about accent, it's about that, you know, you are being an expert.
Okay. So, any other tips for students?
Like I said, make sure you've got a very clear-cut plan. I also think make sure you do the exams in the correct order. You know, let's take, for instance, you finished your applied skill and you're going up to the next level. So here's things to think about. So say for example you did FM last, then I would say go do AFM would be boy.
Yeah.
Right? If you're paying for FR, right? Like, you know, when you do it, I'd do SPR.
Yeah, that's what I did.
If you sit, for example, SPR and you want to stay in the practice environment, say with Big Four, then you've got to do AAA straight away after your SPR because there's a natural link between them.
Yeah.
So what I say is make sure you've got a clear-cut order about what you're going to do and how you're going to follow it through. Yeah, and the other thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Yeah, don't ever give up because a pass is just delayed.
Yeah.
It's just delayed. If you're going to exam, you get 48, 49. Yeah, it hurts, right? It's just a pass delay. It says that your time wasn't that time. Your time is the next time, and that's all. Never give it. Never give it. Just keep going. But a clear-cut plan, really important.
And when students will be clearing their exams, so that is about PER requirement. So, any guidance with respect to that?
That is one thing I delegate. Well, I don't delegate it. I leave it to the ACCA. That to us, I look at it as I deal with the academic part.
Yeah.
They deal with the experience part, or the employers do.
Yeah.
I would be with the blind leading the blind if I talk about that, right? So I don't know enough about the PE.
Okay. So, that was all rest of my questions. So, thank you for this conversation.
Thanks for inviting me.
And
Thanks.
thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
So this was all about session with Bhandari sir. I am glad that I was in a position to meet them and get some insight, useful information regarding UK market and ACCA market. So if you want to make some other videos that I should make these type of videos or I should create this type of content, kindly message in the comment box and I'll try to cover more areas. And if you want some other persons to come on my YouTube channel, mention that and try to keep in touch with them. And guys, please motivate me, encourage me, and I'll try to do 100% of my level to provide you the best information regarding UK market, Indian ACCA market, or any other accounting market, whether it be CA, CPA, and I hope my small initiative is helpful for you. Thank you.